After the revolution of 1917, when Bolsheviks assumed power, they promptly destroyed most of the power structures and institutions of the Imperial Russia and temporary bourgeois government. The social groups and classes that used to be in power, such as aristocracy, nobility, military officers, merchants, and even wealthy peasants, were declared anti-Soviet and faced repressions. The church and her clergy was considered one of the bitter enemies of the new regime. The rationale behind this policy was that the church was one of the most important institutions of power that supported monarchy and helped controlling the population. Less than a year after assuming power, Bolsheviks separated the church from the state and education by a special decree. This was actually quite a substantial reform, because apart from several subjects in the school curriculum, the church also performed many important societal functions, such as the registrations of births, deaths, and marriages. Finally, the church and other religions were marginalized and separated from most political and significant social spheres. However, almost 1,000 years of the Russian Orthodox Christianity deeply ingrained in the Russian culture and could not be completely eliminated in such a short period of time. At first, the Soviet state tried to reform almost every aspect of the society to start off the new communist utopia. Many experiments of this kind included reshaping the week from 7 to 5 days, reconsidering marriage and communal sexual relationships, and prohibition of everything that could be linked to the old regime and religious customs. Eventually, however, many Orthodox traditions returned in a new recycled fashion. First, much of the Soviet symbolism suspiciously resembled that of the Orthodox Church. Hammer and sickle and red stars replaced crosses on many buildings and monuments. Big banners with the state leaders resembled banners with icons used during processions. The so-called red corner, a special corner in the room for icons and candles, gained a new meaning and now held a portrait of Lenin, banners, and other important ideological insignia. Some organizations and rituals echoed the ideologically rival Christian forms. For instance, the biggest children's organization of the Young Pioneers was modeled on Boy Scouts. Most notoriously, Christian holidays were converted to the new Soviet ones. Christmas was transferred to the new year with most of its traditions like the pine tree, Grandfather Frost instead of St. Nicholas, the Russian Santa, colorful decorations, presents, and the best food the family could afford. The idea was so successful that up to this day most Russians celebrate New Year as the major holiday. Easter was moved to the Labor Day, celebrated on the 1st and 2nd of May. Most of the working population was organized in big, colorful demonstrations, and the attendance was mandatory with few exceptions. See a separate video about these two holidays on my channel. Many new quasi-religious traditions emerged after the war with Nazis. Again, see a separate video about that. Please like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. I see you all next time.